So for tools, we have saber. My name's on this stuff. Oops. We have the saber, and we have this. We have our cut glove. I like to do double layers, so it's you don't have to like danglage, and it makes it easier to pick stuff up that way. So tonight we're going to be doing the Sirloin Tri-tip beef, of course, and we're going to trim it up and make some roasting steaks. All you really need is like a sharp knife. So we'll open this bag, and since we don't want to create a mess, we will put it in here. Okay. I believe we get 2 pieces out of this. Oh, yeah, we do. Okay, we have 2 pieces to work with, which is pretty nice. The tri-tip is part of the sirloin, so you have your 3 muscle groups. Right now you can see 2 of them. And so the first thing we're going to do is remove all the silver skin and fatty tissue from underneath. Ooh. We're just going to go underneath lightly, grab and slice. We're going to try and remove as little meat as possible as we go, as our goal is just to get this undesirable tissue off. We can use the bits that are left over for beef stew or burgers or whatever. Thank you. Okay. That'll help a little. Yeah. Like that. Anyway, I'm putting the glove on the wrong hand. I'm realizing. I'm right-handed.
Yes.
So I'm just so used to not using a cut glove that
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this is some really fatty piece. I'm gonna see if I can do this fast. Give me 1 second. You can tell it's been a while.
Yeah.
See, this is exactly what I mean by I'm not very good at being videotaped. Anyway, there you go. Back to the matter at hand. When you're doing this, you want to have like a waste pile, fat pile, and meat pile.
Oh, okay.
You can put the weight, the heavy silver skin, and like the meat in like a stock pile, and then you can separate the fat in its own pile. Unless you're making burgers, then you want to have 3 separate piles.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get enough trim off of this to make burgers.
Okay.
That's just the nature of this cut.
So what do you do with those fats and stuff that you cut off?
Make stock.
Okay.
Yeah. If you like soup,
Mm-hmm.
if you like seasoned rice.
Oh.
If it doesn't have any heavy silver skin like this, and you can tell this is shiny.
Yes.
As long as it's not this, you can grind it up into burgers and stuff like that.
Okay.
This is not going to be like a grade A cut-in because I'm just trying to do this quickly. But you just want to carefully try and follow as close to the meat as you can. Right here. Cool. I like a little fat on my meat.
Yes.
So I'm not going to trim every single thing off.
And it also adds flavor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So all I'm going to really do, I can grip it, is grab and take off that silver skin. Okay, great. It's my shadow. Okay. Oh, good. My shadow, like going over the. Okay. And we'll take some from here. Okay.
Yeah, that looks
And then
good.
next we can do is shave off this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit of this, and then we're probably gonna take most of this since this is like soft fat.
Yes.
It's not the greatest. We want hard fat
Yeah.
on top of our roasted stuff
Okay.
for the flavor. But yeah, we'll just take some of that. Nah, we'll leave that there. Okay.
That's a stuffed pan.
Mhm.
That you can use that for the stock.
Yep. You can pretty much use all of this for stock.
Mm-hmm.
Anything like cysts or stuff, I wouldn't, obviously. Or anything green that you might find on the meats.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, if you have bag meat that's been Asian for a while,
Yeah.
sometimes it'll be discolored in areas,
Yeah.
and that's like a discretion thing at that point. Okay. I'll just cut off some of the sides here. And there's a lot of soft.
And that's a boneless.
Yeah, this is part of the, how do I say it? It's like the sirloin. It's a part of the cow that's like the hip loin area.
Oh, okay.
Forgot which triangle it was, but silver skin. There we go. Great. Okay.
That looks good.
So this is pretty good for now, especially with what we want. And I'm gonna cut this into 2 portions, somewhere around here, because I wanna have the grain.
Yes.
And this goes here, and then it starts to do this.
Yes.
So you can see, and we're gonna cut it around here-ish.
Yes.
So we can get steaks. And then we can cut it, and then we can get a roast.
Okay.
Or steaks, depending on what we want, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna come in with our scimitar, our big boy. We're gonna cut probably just right here. Bam.
Oh, the knife is sharp.
Yeah. So we have this,
Yeah.
which we'll keep to the side for roast. And we have this, which will probably turn into steaks.
Yes.
Maybe inch, 3/4 of an inch for size. Inch for me is about this. So our steaks would be that big.
Yeah.
So and that's one steak. And then we can come in and trim off the sides and stuff later.
Oh, okay.
If you want thinner fat cap.
Yes.
But I think this is not too bad. It's about 1/2 inch of fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we're just going to try and cut this with the grain as it goes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go a little thicker on these ones since they're getting shorter. So they weigh similarly. We're going to go something like this for the last one. And then we'll put this in the trim.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah. So there we have some nice steaks.
Yes, they are beautiful.
And we can go ahead and grab our small boy. See the really fatty parts and just trim it up a bit. If there's any hard cartilage, which there shouldn't be, and also trim it up a bit, like so. Then we have a steak. Got it. Then we just do that to all of them, and we'll put them in a Ziploc bag.
Okay.
At this point, you should date.
The Ziploc bag?
Yeah. Should put a date, the type of meat, and the cut it's from.
And you just use a Sharpie to...
Yep. You can even put how many steaks you have in a bag if you wish. Personal preference. But the date is probably the most important
Yes.
piece of
And
information.
today is the 16th? June 16th?
17th, I think.
17th?
We're dating the video by doing that, but who cares?
Okay. And what kind of steak?
This is your sirloin Tri-tip.
Okay.
this little boy.
So like this?
Yep, perfect. Okay. You could either, there's two ways of laying them out. You could either lay them like so in the bag where they're not on top of each other, or you can get parchment between each layer.
Okay.
So once again, personal preference, but this is to ensure that the bloom is even, which is when you cut meat, it gets even more red, right?
Yes.
And that's what we call the bloom of the meat.
Yes.
And after you cut it, there's like a set time where it's gonna keep that color.
And how long can you keep it in that, like that for?
In the bag?
In the fridge for 3
fridge,
days?
Give or take 3 to 5 days. Depends on if you season it and other stuff.
Okay.
And the freezer, maybe a month or so.
Okay.
So let's see if we can fit these two in. I believe Health Canada has more specifications on freezer times
Yeah.
and holding times for meat, such as beef. Okay. Oops, sorry. There you go. Now we can seal that up.
And you press all the air from it?
Try to get as much as it, since we don't have a vac seal,
Yeah.
try to get as much air out so we can listen oxygenate, you know the word,
Yeah.
too badly. And it keeps this freshness. Could you please open this for me? I'll move this fat away. Okay, time to roast. So before time to roast, you should make sure all the stuff that you want to clear off is off. I see some silver skin, so I'm just gonna... You can even, weighing the roast is very nice idea before bagging it.
Yeah.
When you're cooking for other people, people usually, let's say about 2 pounds per person is roughly how much people eat when it comes to roast and meat.
Two what?
2 pounds.
2 pounds?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's usually the metric people use.
That seemed like a lot.
I know it seems like a lot, but this is fresh weight.
Yeah, okay.
So this
by
is,
the time it's cooked,
by the time it's cooked, that turns into less than a poundish. That
yeah.
makes sense? So I think it's like, is it 0.2? Anyway, weighing your roast is pretty good. So you also know how long it cooks for.
Yeah, okay.
Right? And so we have 2 ways of tying this. I'm going to do, or try to do, the butcher tie. You grab your twine and you go, make a 4. There you go. And then it goes above its own string and it goes through the loop and then you pull. And using this to pull and secure the knot, and then this to tighten the loop. And we're gonna go and we're gonna see if we can get a finger under it. And if it's difficult but not digging into the meat too much, then that is, yeah, nice and secure. And so we're just gonna do a nice granny knot, which will secure the meat. And doing that is literally one of these where you tie your shoes, pull the tighten, grab this, and then you cut. Boom, butcher's knot 1. You want to keep these to the side so they don't get in your meat. And then you repeat it for as many times as you want to secure your meat.
Okay, nice.
And given the size, we're going to do like about an inch or 2 apart. So we're going to go like here, here, and here.
Okay.
That should be enough ties. Also, ties can be used as a measurement.
Okay.
Oh, I want to cut steaks. Oh, they're an inch apart.
Okay.
Right? So.
Okay.
Are you starting?
Start now.
Okay. So first we start with the butcher's knot. We're gonna start with our, about that section away. We're gonna tighten it. And then continuous tie is where we use one long string for the whole thing instead of multiple little strings to section things up. So you're gonna go in, out, over your steak, roast, whatever piece of meat you have, and you're gonna make this loop, and then you're gonna go back and forth to tighten. It should create this little knot situation. Then you're gonna keep doing that for each section until you get to the end. You wanna make sure to go over and make sure your lines underneath are nice and straight. So we're gonna have to fix this one. Make sure they're tight. Can't fit a finger underneath. Not dig into the meat too much. Under, over again. Tighten. And then here, we're gonna go to this side, and we're gonna loop under each one of the strings we made. So we're gonna go here and loop. I'm gonna go back a little, forward, and create that tension. And then under this loop, back and forward, and then under this loop. Back and forward, then we're going to come back to the side we started on, where we have our knot, and we're going to go around the front, and then we're going to just tie it off. And that is our continuous tie. You can also do another loop here if you want, to like extra secure it, personal preference at that point, but it should create a nice uniform roast. That's a continuous tie.
Nice. Thank you.
Cool. You want to cut this up?
And you name and date your bag and put it in.
You want to try and get as much air out as possible.
Can I use a straw?
You can if you wish.
Yeah.
You can use a straw, you can use a vac seal.
That costs money.
And we have a wax seal at the condo.
Yeah. Wow. Those are your methods. Yeah. Cool.
Nice.
Oh my god, I suck at recording things.